action.
Hi, my name is Sophia Coco, and for my instructor video, I am going to be showing you guys how to make a grilled cheese. So the first thing you need to do is grab a pan, and I set it on the stove, and then I collect my ingredients, which are bread, cheese, and butter. It's pretty simple, and it's a good meal. You can always have it with like tomato soup, but I don't have any, so I'm not going to make any today. But I am going to show you how to make the grilled cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to make one sandwich right now. You're going to need 2 pieces of bread. Lay them side by side. And then you take the butter, and you can either butter both sides of the bread or just one side and then butter the pan. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to butter both sides. I'm going to show you how I do it without being messy. So you're going to butter the second piece. Alright, and then the next step, I like to put 2 pieces of cheese on one sandwich because I just feel like one isn't enough. So I put 1 piece of cheese on one side and one on the other. And then I think I'm going to heat up my pan. I'm going to put it at, let's see, about 5. Do that. And then I put the pieces together like this. And then you butter, well, actually this makes it easier. I butter the outside of this side while it's still on the counter. And then I put that in the pan. And then while it's in the pan, it's still not hot, so I can easily butter the other side. Now it's heated up. While it's heating up, we can grab our utensil. I like to use a spatula, which is probably the most efficient way to make a grilled cheese. I'm going to throw these away. Okay. I'm going to let it heat up for a little bit. And while you wait for it to heat up, I always like to just like clean up my space because it takes a little bit. So I will go put my cheese in the fridge while it cooks. And then you wait. Depending on what kind of stove you have, it can take different amounts of time. Now I can probably flip it. See, it wasn't quite ready yet, so we should wait a little longer for the next side. But I also like to press down on it, or you can like move it over the heat. So you kind of just press it down. I might turn the heat up a little bit. See if we can speed up this process. And flip it. I like to flip it often just so you cook all the sides evenly. So that's your next step, is to just watch each side, flip it every 30 seconds or so and check how it's doing, because you don't want to burn it, because I've discovered it's really easy to burn grilled cheeses. At least for me. So you gotta be careful. And you kind of hear it sizzling, so it might need to be flipped. when you make grilled cheeses, the first one always takes a lot longer. If you make two, it usually doesn't take this long because the pan's already heated up. So if you would like to, you can always heat the pan up while you're preparing the first sandwich. That might make your life a little bit easier as well. I guess I never did say. I used American cheese and white bread. That's the best way to make a grilled cheese, in my opinion. So see, it's starting to get a little bit golden. Oops, didn't need to do that. So it might not need too much longer. See, it's starting to get golden brown on there a little bit. Some people might like their grilled cheeses this light. I don't. So I'm going to cook it for a little bit longer. Ooh, see, that's about perfect for me right there. So we're going to let the other side sit about for that long, probably about a minute or so. And while we're doing that, we can get out our plate. And I'm also going to use the knife we used before for the butter. I'm going to wipe it off because I'm going to use this to cut our grilled cheese. Oh, it's cooking a little weird. Maybe we're going to press it down on the edges so it cooks more evenly. A little burnt on the edges, but if I cook it more, it'll only get more burnt. So we're going to take it off the heat and then turn off this immediately. Move it to the side. And then I like to cut my grilled cheese in triangles. So and there we go. And now you might have to let it cool down a little bit. And then I always wash my hands after making food and before making food. Just to make sure there's no germs. And then I'm going to get myself a glass of tea to go with my grilled cheese. It's always good to have something to drink when you eat. And pour slowly. It's a little long. Screw your cap back on. And then I like to throw all my garbage away. Put back what I used in the fridge. And then at this point we can probably take our pan and put it in our safe. Let it cool off. There we go. It might sizzle, but I'm just rinsing it out. It doesn't really hurt anything. But be careful if you do that. Put a hot pan in the sink. And then drink. And then you get to enjoy your grilled cheese.